here we go. Chimere Dike, who has led the NFL in kickoff return yardage, has room, and he's all the way up across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds and setting up the Titans quite nicely from the 47. And maybe Tony Pollard got back to the line of scrimmage before moving any further. Pollard remains the back. That's DK catching the football and brought down right away. On a 3rd down 10. And dumping it off to Spears, and Tajay Spears with some nice moves inside the 30 of the Cleveland Browns. To adjust to that have been working well for him.
Yeah, it's the quick throws, and right here, Myles Garrett, right, hit him a little bit, then just fall out there on the screen, get your left tackle out in front, and then go make something happen for Spears. Love him in the open field, love to see him break a few more tackles, but a big-time first down for Tennessee.
At Washington State in college. After a 24-yard pickup, this is back to Pollard. The run game tough to get going. DK dropped into the backfield, dancing around. It's a straight-ahead try for Tony Pollard, the ex-Cowboy. It'll bring up a 3rd down. 3.5 sacks last time he faced the Titans. Ward's throw a little behind, but hauled in by the tight end, Chig Okonkwo. From the 16-yard line, a fake. Ward faked again, got down to about, we'll say, the 14, 13-yard line.
What's up?
Ward fakes, looking to throw, back and open, into the end zone for a touchdown. Hey, O'Manor, the rookie from Stanford, on a 14-yard catch and takes it in for 6.
Yeah, they're max protection. They're just going to bring him across the football field. This is something we call a Yankee concept. He fakes that little shallow right there like he's going to block. You've got a post going away, taking the traffic from the other side. And, man, that is the first touchdown.
Extra point from Joey Sly. Yankee concept. We'll call it a Titan touchdown. And the rookie's coming up big to start things here on a snowy day in Cleveland, Ohio. Jerome Ford will take this return from his own goal line. And great special teams. He escapes being trapped at the 10, but brought down at the 15-yard line.
What's it?
And trouble for Judkins. He's going to lose about 4.5, 5 yards. He's number 1 in rush yards among rookie running backs. Back at the 11-yard line. It's Quinshon Judkins again. He'll get about 4 of that back. Well, they didn't do their young quarterback any favors here on 3rd and 11. Sanders is going to try and run. He's knocked down at the 11-yard line by Jalen Harrell, and Jeffrey Simmons was involved as well.
Now, I'm going to show you. This is a grab stunt by Jeffrey Simmons, and this drives me crazy. Here he is right here. Watch him reach out and grab the tackle so he can free up.
67 punts, the most this season. We have a whistle here and a flag.
False start, number 43, offense. Half the distance to the goal, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Well, this is where you get them to punt from inside the 10-yard line. Automatically, you're thinking 3 points at the very least.
He gets it out of there. It's a high, short kick. DK pointing and waving teammates away as it drops and rolls. Pollard has it, and Tony Pollard has room, pushing his way inside the 40.
So the effect of that quarterback run, what you saw there on that first down run, getting 7 yards.
Ward has it, pressured, and gets rid of it. Both Tajay Spears and Pollard are in the backfield. And catching it is Spears. This time 3 Browns, and a flag comes in.
Pass interference, number 11, offense, 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
Our rules analyst Mike Pereira says they got it right.
Yeah,
ultimately.
Mr. Know-It-All back there in L.A. told us they got it right.
Browns lose a challenge, lose a timeout as Pollard carries. Strong run inside the 30. Good run there. Gets it again and lunges despite the ankle tackle by Schlesinger to get the first down. Schlesinger, by the way, 100 tackles. First rookie to 100 tackles this season. And hit hard as soon as he got to the 25-yard line as Pollard goes down.
Only really starting 1 year at UCLA and then becoming such a great linebacker so far.
Ward's throw, the coverage was excellent and incomplete. Ward, short drop, and it's intercepted. Devin Bush, he just made the tackle. He just picked it off. And down the sideline he goes.
You're going to see this. There's your middle linebacker outside, so you can't chip right there on 95. That's Schlesinger, which puts Bush right here in the middle of the football field, just reading the eyes of the quarterback, knows the slant's coming, jumps in front of Isle Manor. That is just top-level defensive coordinating right there, making sure you know exactly how to get 95 free and get in the passing lanes, knowing the blitz is coming.
Which on Judkins' top of your screen. Shedeur's throw is complete. And of course, it's Harold Fannin Jr., the rookie tight end, and he picks up a first down. Only 21 years old. Trying Judkins. A little extra effort there inside the 25-yard line. Second down 10. Sanders throws, and Jeudy has it at the 20. Only in his second year, 69 solo tackles. He's emerged lately. Shedeur Sanders has time. He's pointing. And now he's dancing and gets rid of it. There wasn't much trust there, I guess, as Andre Schmidt is ready to try. From 38, it's up and through. The Browns are on the board.
Side, number 21, defense. That penalty is declined. The field goal is successful. Timeout.
Well, here's the great news. If you're Shedeur Sanders, you've got the opportunity here to change everybody's mind about the upcoming draft.
And a good kick to keep DK, who had a 41-yard return last time. From the 35, extra lineman in, and there goes Tony Pollard. And Pollard up across the 45 and across midfield. What a block downfield. Pollard still going. Unbelievable run. He's going to take it to the house for a touchdown, Titans. For Tony Pollard, that's a career long of 65 yards.
Yeah, you want to take a run from an 8 to 12 to 14-yard run to a house call. You got to have receivers like Jefferson down there doing their business on Denzel Ward. Beautifully done, and I'm telling you what, the Tennessee Titans came to play today.
Yeah, his season high this year, Pollard was 92 yards. That was way back in week 2 against the Rams.
You ain't catching him, and the Tennessee Titans offense is operating.
Exploding for 2 touchdowns in the opening quarter is Sly for Coach Callahan, who was let go earlier this year. And this kick will go out of bounds and come out to the 40-yard line. That's a break.
Kickoff out of bounds. By rule, the ball is placed at the 40-yard line. First down, Cleveland. 180. What's it?
Sanders will dump it off to Judkins, who's got blockers in front. Quick shot on Judkins. And Judkins down the sideline with blazing speed. Oh, just short of the end zone. A tackle by Kevin Winston Jr., or he'd have been in the end zone. He's got it, and he's going nowhere.
Stuff that he does, you can see him right here in the red sleeves. Watch him just go mess up Puller, the tight end, everybody.
What's that?
On second and goal, handoff for the end zone, hit hard. Malachi Corley on his way to the end zone. Orkwin's on Judkins. Sanders to throw, floats for the end zone. Catch me, diving, David Njoku. It's a Browns touchdown.
Perfect drop back, and this is one thing Sanders has when he finds that one-on-one opportunity. Beautiful touch pass layer to the tight end. Njoku, that is perfect.
He had to extend to haul that in, and Darrell Baker Jr., they're beat up in the secondary, but he's the Titans' best cover guy. A tremendous catch. Browns within 4 with that extra point. DK back to return, came in leading the NFL in kick return yardage. Also leads in all-purpose yards, but they wisely are keeping it away from him. From the 35-yard line, Spears starts in the backfield. And Tajay Spears, low tackle, falling forward. Schlesinger again all over the place. They asked Schlesinger about him. He said, you walk by him, you just know he's not human. As that got it out at time to Spears, and he's knocked out of bounds. 3rd and a yard. Ward keeps and surges forward and got it. Fake. Ward has it, dumps it off to Spears, who is at midfield. He's running sideways trying to find some room. As quick as he is, couldn't get away.
That's okay. That's allowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another quick pass over the head of Gunnar Helm.
Try to find him some space.
Double teamed again. Ward heaving it. And just out of the reach of DK. And fair catch called for at the 10. Wow. Look out. Yeah, he has looked at film of Mahomes. We'll talk about that, about raising that arm angle with his coordinator. 41-yard punt, first down. Sanders gets rid of it and open for a first down. Sliding around the 23-yard line. Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, just flooding that. They're going to just run a flood, open him up, and get Jerry Jeudy coming across. Get some opportunities for their quarterback.
Judkins, after they go without a huddle, he gets across the 25-yard line and falls forward. Blake Whiteheart is the other tight end other than Fannin Jr. Judkins slipping some tackles, but to the 28-yard line. Jerome Ford has come in on 3rd and 6. And he'll dump it off to Ford. And he's going to race for the first down and up the sideline. Going deep, big arm. Throw down the sideline. It's out of bounds. And it was Ward who came in and put the heat on Sanders. He hesitates. He's got room to run if he wants it. He's going to take it. And brought that short of the first down, but got something out of that. Cedric Gray.
When you clutch the football, it gives receivers an opportunity, or excuse me, DBs an opportunity to break.
3rd and 2, they go up tempo, and the handoff is good for the first down. Dylan Sampson, the rookie from Tennessee. Fake. Sanders has it and gets rid of it. He tried to move up in the pocket. Whatever opportunity was there, closed in a hurry. Kevin Winston Jr.
Intentional grounding, number 12. Offense, 10-yard penalty, lost it down.
Was Fannin in the area? Sanders throws, and a tough try out of bounds for Jerry Jeudy. Dylan Sampson remains the back on 3rd and 20. They don't blitz. They blitz below the league average, only sending 4 to the Titans. Sanders has time to dump it off at midfield. Harold Fannin Jr. closes that in a hurry. He's within a few yards as Kevin Winston got to him of trying to get a first down.
180! 180!
I think the fans wanted him to really go for it. And we got a speedy punt returner who leads in punt return yardage, and a flag down on that snap. Fair catch called for at the 15-yard line.
Offside defense number 44 was lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is declined. First down.
Pollard carries, protecting the football as the snow continues to fall. It picks up 7.
Using that to their advantage.
Ward has to get rid of it, and he does with pressure. Up near the 28 and good enough. That's David Martin Robinson. Ward talked about adjusting the arm angle a little higher in certain situations as the pass is caught by DK and brought down right away. Myles Harden between 2 Titans.
Aisle manner. You can't wait. You can't wait to think you're going to block a guy. You got to go out there. You got to get that corner in the.
But Mike McCoy said he's a young quarterback who wants to be great. He has to get rid of that quickly. There's a flag down. And moving upfield around the 33-yard line is Okonkwo.
Offside, number 95. Defense penalties declined. 3rd down.
Here they come. Ward. Pass is knocked away.
Just following Cam Ward.
Larvadan cleanly gathers that in and crosses the 25-yard line before going out of bounds. Fake. Sanders has it, hesitates, a lot of room to run. One of the Titans fell down, and Sanders slides across the 40, getting a 1st down.
It is. There's no question about it, and I love this, right? Have a plan. Drop back. Don't see what you like. Go make something happen. You see the middle of the football field open up. Just take off. Make them pay. If they're trying to drop back, take away those medium crossers, those intermediate throws. Go ahead.
Isaiah Bond in motion. Ward to throw again. On the move. Incomplete. He just did miss a chance for Jerry Jeudy. For Sanders. Well protected. And there's Jerry Jeudy. And he's off. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Yeah, you got inside leverage, and watch him just win here and then get across the football field on Baker. Watch. Stab, slap, swim, crossing route over the top, and beautifully thrown by Sanders. And then one thing Jerry Jeudy could do, that dude can run. Touchdown, Cleveland, to take the lead.
Yeah, Jeudy is one of 8 first-round picks on this Cleveland roster, 4 homegrown. He, of course, came from Denver. And rookies have accounted for more than 61% of the Browns' total scrimmage yards. So give Shedeur Sanders, the rookie, the thumbs up on that one.
Yeah, Shedeur Sanders. I mean, he read the man-to-man coverage. Jeudy beats Baker on the inside, and then he's flipping into the end zone. Not too bad. Almost got to his feet.
Sanders having a big day. His 2nd touchdown toss. The extra point is good. Been an offensive explosion here. They've adjusted well to keep DK from return yardage. As you can see, that's DK in motion. Pollard. It's up to about the 38-yard line. 2 minutes to go. 2 timeouts. Titans have the football inside their own 40. And Spears tries to get outside and goes out of bounds. Spears will cross midfield and fall forward at the 48-yard line. So
they are attacking that gap that he creates getting up the field.
And falling forward for a couple is Spears. Clock running, 40 seconds and counting. 3rd and 5. And there's the sack at the 45-yard line. And there, it's Myles Garrett.
Everybody else, make sure we're going to pinch, and then loop him around here. See if we can get him away from this turn. There it is. Tight, slaps the hand of the center and Levin and gets to the quarterback. That's how you create opportunities for your big-time pass rusher.
His 20th sack of this season.
Incredible. This is incredible. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's on his mind as well. He said he'd love to celebrate the sack record with his team winning. Got a ways to go. Larvadan tackled right away inside the 20-yard line. He's on his way to history. Sanders will dump it off. And right away, tackle made. Both of the young quarterbacks have really held up well. I mean, there's conditions here. We have some outstanding defensive players. And the offensive line, the run game, as Jerome Ford runs this back. And still on his feet, shoved back when he got near the 23. The run game for Tennessee, the offensive line.
Yeah, continue to do what he's doing, which is, I think he's doing a really good job of moving in the pocket. Really, some really good reps of moving forward, running with the football when it's not there. So, got to keep it up.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
He's been big time, breaking tackles and keeping runs extended.
Picked up 14, back to Quinshon Judkins. Big hole, and up to the 43-yard line. Not much this time, as Judkins keeps moving. It looked like he was stopped, and the people mover system got him across the 45. The whistle did not sound. I want to see where they spot this. He stayed up somehow in that crowd. Needs a yard on third down. Give it to him again, and got it. Yeah, KT Leviston and Tevin Jenkins at guard and tackle on the right for injured starters, as Sampson almost shook loose. Closed in a hurry as a couple of Titans brought him down. You can see him coming. Sanders winds up and throws deep. Coming back to the ball, but incomplete. Is a little bit underthrown for Isaiah Bond.
Stand in, take the hit, deliver the football.
On 3rd and 10, extra pressure, and he avoids it, fires, and juggling. He couldn't hang on. It was Harold Fannin at his 4th down. Cody Barton, excellent coverage. Marquez from the 37-yard line. And there'll be no return. Tough to track that up the sideline. We'll check the mark. He was the straight ahead. Pollard. Yeah, he was named the AFC Defensive Player of the Month of November. He had 9 sacks in the month alone. Right, he shares it with TJ Watts. It'd be nice to have one guy hold it. Pollard tackled again. Run defense improving for Cleveland here. 3rd and 7. Ward to throw and has a moment. Gets rid of it high and incomplete in the area of Gunnar Hill. Browns were able to run their way to a 1st down to start the 2nd half before things stalled. After some explosive first half plays, fair catch called for at the 28-yard line. Sanders with time. And he'll dump it off to Dylan Sampson. Good block downfield. Judkins will be short of the 1st down.
I like to jam some guys up and play in the zone.
Fakes to Ford. Will throw on the run and incomplete. DK hasn't had too many opportunities on the punt returns, but leads the NFL with an average of more than 21. Fair catch here. And stopped inside the 25 after a 41-yard punt. Tony Pollard, his 13th carry of the game, and he gets up across the 31-yard line.
Thanks. I'm out here in the cold all day, and now I got to come in against 95. Myles Garrett, no thank you.
Ward's under some pressure, and he stays up and gets rid of the football. Grant Elpit.
You get all these walk-up blitzers.
Tennessee.
Ball start, number 55, offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Elpit on the blitz straight up the middle. And he had to get rid of it early. It still got to Van Jefferson, but he couldn't hold it. It was a great throw.
And that was perfect.
Was that enough to be a penalty?
Yeah, they call it. If they see it, it's enough to be a penalty.
All right, you saw it. Here's the punt.
Yeah, should it be? Did it affect the receiver? You're doggone right it affected this.
Both Judkins and Sampson are in the backfield. Now Sampson splits out. Sanders will throw underneath the Fannin. Hit from behind hard. He goes down at the 30. That was Arden Key. After a 6-yard pickup. As soon as he got the football, Judkins get wrapped up by Jalen Harold.
Yeah, coming off the edge right here and just sliding down. I love how he keeps his shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage. So you're screaming down the edge, but you're making sure the quarterback doesn't hold the ball so you can explode out. And just
Jerome Ford, third down package in. 86. Sanders, pressure coming from behind. He steps up and on the run will throw it away. It was Cedric Gray who was chasing him down from behind. Fair catch called for DK inside his own 34-yard line. Ward falling but completes the pass to Prochet, and he's got a first down up the sideline. He goes all the way up across midfield. Pass is caught, and Jefferson will move to the 40 before he's brought down. We'll check that flag.
Offside, number 91. Defense penalties declined. Second down.
Myles Garrett with one sack. Pollard 100-yard day. He's in the backfield. Gets the football. And Pollard gets the first down. Ward to throw. He threw it early. And the receiver, Prochet, had not been able to even look back at the moment. But again, there was pressure on Cam Ward. Pollard into a crowd, still fights for maybe a yard or so as Wright made the tackle. As underdogs here, trailing by 3 in the third, and he's gone deep. Incomplete. They have kept Tennessee bottled up after that opening quarter. And that punt will hit and touchback. But it just sounded like from Kevin Stefanski that he's not in the plans to play this year. As Sanders and Gabriel are healthy, that's incomplete. But the owner realizes it was, as in his words, that trade, a big swing and a miss. That just hadn't worked out. Sanders fires and catch made across midfield. Harold Fannin with the grab.
Shedeur Sanders, because you play man-to-man, he is going to burn you. And you see it right here. Great little stutter by Fannin. Then he gets to go. And look at how perfectly placed that football is. Listen, Sanders, where he has struggled has been some zone coverage concepts. But in that man-to-man, now Fannin orchestrate for the quarterback position.
35-yard pickup as Quinshon Judkins gets outside, gets near a first down. We'll check that spot. And a flag down back at the 44.
10-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Dylan Sampson is in at running back. Sanders middle of the field and knocked away.
I've seen that happen several times underneath today.
Sanders in trouble here. He gets away and fires open. He was for a moment at the 30, but it's intercepted by Xavier Woods on the overthrow. Woods back inside the 40 of Cleveland. A Tennessee takeaway.
It's like they're listening to us. Play some zone. Look at the shell right here, right? Play the zone, make him throw it, make him layer it, and you're going to get in here. They invert that zone. Got the deep high safety, and at that point, just throw it to the flat or throw it out of bounds. Don't leave it up there like a wounded duck for anybody to grab, and that's just an ill-timed decision by Shedeur, one that he cannot make in a tight game like this.
Woods with a 35-yard return.
What's up?
The pitch. Pollard with a block. Plenty of room. Closed in a hurry, but he got down to around the 32-yard line. He's at 120 yards rushing. Pollard on 16 carries. Make it 17, and Pollard straight up the gut. Pollard to the end zone. Touchdown Titans.
Speaking of house call, you got it right there.
A dash of 32 yards for Tony Pollard.
And just back.
And now for the extra points. And it's big because it's a 4-point advantage after Joey Sly nails that. And Pollard took it in. Jerome Ford from his own 2. Protecting the ball to the 23-yard line on the return.
Perfectly executed.
There's Judkins trying to respond for Cleveland. He's done it. He's averaging almost, going back to Pollard, almost 10 yards a carry against, big third quarter for the Titans. Pressure on the Browns. Judkins goes to the top of your screen as a receiver, and here comes a flag.
Neutral zone infraction, number 98, defense, 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Let's go slice 30 feet, slice 30 feet.
20, what's it?
On second down, McGill and Quinchon Judkins with excellent defense from Jeffrey Simmons.
Oh my goodness, right here you can see with the red. Watch him. Center, you got no chance when he's shaded trying to block him one-on-one. Oh, and I don't know if Posick got hurt there, grabbed his ankle, but Jeffrey Simmons so strong. And
Sanders looked one way and he's sacked back inside the 12. An angry Jeffrey Simmons.
what we're going to do is we're going to bring these pinches and let our guy loop around, give him an opportunity to get free. And right here, Simmons off the game. Shedeur tries to bail out the back of the pocket. Never a good idea, especially when you're running that end tackle game. And there,
he's had quite a day. DK, no fair catch. And he'll be brought down. Good special teams back at the 41-yard line.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 88 of the return team. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Jelly Roll very active in the community as well, so a special moment for Simmons.
Yeah, thank you, Jen. And Simmons has been on a roll since and throughout. Nice tough yards from Spears. Titans have run for almost 180 yards today. Quick pass, and Spears couldn't hold it. Ward fires open and falling for it, and good enough for the first down is DK across the 45-yard line. What a big play from this Titans offense.
man, what a throw, what a catch. You're going to get this inside route from DK. He's going to come across the middle underneath defenders.
Quick snap, they go without a huddle, but Ward tries to run with it and then throw on the run.
False start, number 85, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Ward rolling and tossing a little high for Spears, and it'll bring up 3rd and 15. They're going to put 3 receivers top of your screen. That's DK coming back now to the backfield. And a run, ultra safe with Spears, but he's got room, and Spears gets the first down. Still going down to the 21-yard line. A back-breaking play against the Cleveland defense for the Titans.
And what did I tell you about the swinging gate? When you get so far up the field, watch this.
Gunnar Helm is without a catch, the young tight end so far today. It's a quick toss, and his first catch of the day is across the 46, well short of the first down. Inside the 15, again, Gage Larbadan is back there. A high kick, gonna let it go. It bounces and into the end zone. A break for the Browns. It'll come out to the 20. Dylan Sampson has it, moves upfield. Ball comes out, and the Titans have it at the 26. Cedric Gray on the recovery, runs it back inside the 7-yard line.
On the ball, watch 26 come in here, form tackle, shoulder, helmet on the ball, jars it loose. Johnny on the spot, Cedric Gray scoops it up. That's how you create turnover. Look at shoulder, head outside leg, getting through the legs of the offensive player. Perfect.
And the coaching staff afraid to look.
Hey, what's up?
Pollard slips a bit and is brought down around the 9.
Myles Garrett off the edge.
Warren to throw, and Will short. That's DK knocked out at the 6. Third and goal for Ward. Fires, caught, touchdown Titans. DK in the end zone.
DK is going to come out here to the flat. Watch the interference. You get the man into the flat. And I tell you what, you got to work through that traffic.
Extra point, good. What a big third down conversion for 6. They did not settle for 3. Trailing 28-17. Under 9.5 to go in the 4th. Ford on the return. And across the 25, brought down Jeffrey Simmons, a sack and a half, and has been all over the place. Rallying with another near pick. Isaiah Bond was the target on the Sanders throw. A lot of injuries back there, a lot of youth playing for both of these teams. Plenty of time for Sanders. And he'll throw to the sideline, but the receiver was Judkins, and he was out of bounds. It's a big third down for Cleveland. They're running out of time. Sanders throw open and got the catch. Cedric Tillman.
Just running a layered route out of a bunch, staying calm under pressure. KT Levinson kicked early there.
Illegal snap, number 56. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
I would respectfully disagree, as Sanders sets to throw. And will he get rid of it with nothing happening? Shedeur Sanders, a career high at his third start, 255 yards, and has a moment, and it's batted away, trying to get to Fannin. Sanders' throw is knocked away, and it's 4th down. Fannin the target. Cody Barton timed that beautifully. It's blocked. Picked up. The Titans have it inside the 30-yard line.
Tackle, you got to take 2. That's how the protection works. And he sits in, left tackle sits in, doesn't kick all the way out, slide out. And there you see Williams with a block.
Special teams and issues, second block punt this year for Cleveland.
Right there, 43. Diabate. He's got to kick all the way.
Go back to Pollard, adding to his career high as he gets inside the 25-yard line. And Cam Ward, the rookie, first overall pick, trying to win his 2nd game of his career. Has had the support of the running game with Pollard. He has the most rookie completions in franchise history. This is Spears, and tackled right away. And the kick is good. Got it. 31 points, a season high for the Titans at home. And maybe the Titans, you know, Nashville's such a fun city. Maybe the Titans like playing on the road a little bit till their new stadium is ready. Both of these franchises expecting new stadiums in the future. Ford on the return, up across the 30.
The guys that are going to help your team. Look what New England did this offseason.
And Sanders gets away. Avoids a sack. Arden Key almost had him. Especially New England. And they've turned things around. The catch made by Harold Fannin. There's a flag back at the 25.
Holding number 72.
Wow.
Offense. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
They're going backwards. 2nd and 20. Sanders has time and completes up across the 39-yard line. We'll see where Sampson made it to the 40.
He finds the open target, gets to his running back for a big gain.
Third down. Oh, he couldn't hold on.
Necessary roughness number 25, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
And thank you, Mike Pereira, because the league can take it off. They reviewed it. It sticks. It's a first down for Sanders, who's ready to throw it and completes it. Fannin Jr., the leading receiver in this game, shoved out of bounds after getting a first down. Strong and versatile is the way his coach described him. Sanders, and that's caught. Larvadan inside the 15, and a flag comes in on the end of that play.
Is that going to be on Woods again with a potential face mask?
Sanders hesitates, and he gets away. Sanders will keep, and to the end zone. Shedeur Sanders runs his way in for 6.
Nobody creating separation, and how he got out of that mess, I have no idea. Jersey, shirt ripping, great run.
And they botch the snap. They better tackle him because he could pick it up and run. That's Cedric Gray. I didn't see that they're ruling him down. He can return for 2 points if he wants, but that'll come to an end. But first they have to play defense against the Titans. And DK will down it. That Titans block punt, by the way. Go back to Pollard. He will pick up a yard falling forward. They're going to run it here. And the clock will run as Pollard carries. Spears will go down right at the 35.
And that's a 4-minute drive that resulted in only about a minute off the clock.
Larvadan, watch out. He grabs it at the 15 off a bounce and out of bounds at the 20-yard line. All in one game, and the rookie has a chance to create a tie here. Pass to Fannin. And Harold Fannin Jr. will get a first down up to the 33-yard line. There is a flag. Back at the 10.
On the face mask.
Jeffrey Simmons' reaction back there. He watched.
I think it's going to be
personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 53, defense. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Sanders will dump it off. Sampson to the 45 of Tennessee, falling inside of that. And the Browns jump.
False start, number 72, offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Second down, 8 now. Sanders throws and completes. Trying to spin out of that is Larvadan. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning here. Crowd didn't like that tackle. Sanders goes to in this drive on 3rd and 4. And underneath it's Sampson. And Dylan Sampson running through the Titans before he gets to the 15-yard line. Another rookie starring. This one from Tennessee.
Love Sampson coming out of the backfield, little angle route, sets up Cedric Gray, puts his foot in the ground, gets inside, and beautifully delivers.
For Sanders. And dumps it off. That's Jerome Ford. And he dragged out of bounds. Here comes a flag. Let's see if there was a reach-in. Can the Titans get a takeaway? Pass open and a bouncing throw. It's incomplete. Looks like it was deflected, though. Kevin Winston is the one who got his hands on it. Sanders fires for the end zone. Open! Leaping up and grabbing it! Harold Fannin! Touchdown! face.
Great throw, great catch. One-on-one coverage. What do we say? You give him man-to-man, he's going to beat you. That's on Woods. High point the ball. Strong hands. Beautiful throw, and there is no defense for the perfect throw. Touchdown.
I mean, he showed all the things you talked about. For the tie, no Shedeur. It's Judkins on the direct snap. He was supposed to pitch it, but didn't and couldn't. And now he's going to have to throw it, and he does. And it's incomplete. And the Titans hold him off. And on it, DK. He doesn't just return yards. He gathers in the football in clutch moments. Pollard. Timeout. Cleveland will have one remaining. But it may be too late anyway, depending upon what happens here. And that last timeout, it's a quick tackle and a quick timeout, Cleveland. So they are now out of timeouts. Titans did a great job defending him. Pollard trying to stall for time, and every second matters as he's dancing around. They coming the other way, and the clock is running. Down to the 46. Let's see if they did call the time. Coming up, America's Game of the Week gets you right out to either Green Bay or Arizona. Rams, Cardinals. And it's officially over, 31-28.